Have you ever wanted to get started cold calling motivated sellers and actually getting deals this month? Like in the next 30 days, you can get a $30,000 check in your hand. That is exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you today in 2026, how you can start cold calling sellers and become an expert. The truth is, my name is Zach Ginn. I've done over 4,000 wholesaling real estate deals, and I've made millions and millions of dollars every single year by just cold calling motivated sellers. And I didn't do this because I'm a better cold caller than somebody. I did this because I had the right script, the right attitude, and I just did the right things every single day. Now, you're looking at an old man right now who is 26 years old, who've done over 4,000 wholesaling deals over almost 10 years, and I've had a lot of experience cold calling sellers. But the truth is, I got this good because I was 19 years old. I was literally a teenager in my college dorm room making $20,000 a month cold calling on a triple line dialer, forging my skills and getting better at talking to sellers every single day. And I was able to scale that to making millions of dollars every single month. Now, the truth was I was 19 years old making $20K a month cold calling sellers. I didn't have the quote experience or the master confidence, but I did use and develop the greatest script ever, which I'm going to share with you today on how you could start cold calling sellers. The problem is cold calling, it's not about the script and that's it, right? It's about the list, the delivery of the script, how you talk to the sellers, handling objections, and knowing exactly what to say right when they say yes or right when they say no, so you could have a ton of success. You see, if you can answer just two simple questions to your motivated sellers on your script, you're going to be having a ton of success in wholesaling. So if you're ready to get your first wholesaling real estate deal by cold calling motivated sellers, I'm going to be giving my entire guide right now. No fluff, no course content, just an awesome script, the best information, and exactly what to do from zero to start having success wholesaling real estate. But before I break it down, do me a big favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. So what is cold calling? Before we can start doing cold calling, we got to figure out exactly what is it. Well, let me simplify this. Cold calling is basically an outreach method in wholesaling real estate to talk to strangers to see if they're looking to sell their property. That is it. You are only looking for the 1% of people on your list. So if we go pull a list of, let's say, 1,000 people that are having a lien on their property, only 10 people out of that 1,000 are actually going to be a good lead for wholesaling real estate. They're going to say yes, they're going to be qualified, and you can actually make an offer on that property. Now that seems kind of depressing. 10 people out of 1,000? Like, that's it? That's the truth. Not everybody is motivated. It's not 10%, it's 1%. So that means 1 out of 100 usually is going to get you someone who actually wants to sell. But here's the cool part. It might seem like a needle in a haystack, but you call the list and boom, you get the deals. Because you just need one seller and your whole life changes. That's the most exciting part. One seller, 100 calls, one seller, $30,000, your life is changed. You see, everyone loves to complain about cold calling and how much work it is, but nobody really complains about the money you make cold calling. You see, one of the greatest ROIs and ROTs in the entire wholesaling real estate space is cold calling. If you sit me down for 10 hours this week and I was able to pull government data, get it skip traced on a great software, and just start hammering the phones, you're going to get a deal. It just is the truth. You just got to show up and do the work. And the best part is you don't need to spend any money getting started in cold calling. Yeah, a little bit of money should help you out a lot, but you don't need all this money to get started cold calling. Now, most people get started cold calling and they quit really quick. They think every call needs to be a deal. They think wholesaling real estate is so saturated. They call a list of 300 people. Everyone called them. Oh my gosh, it's saturated. You're wrong. Remember, mentally keep this note. 99% of people are going to say no. The 1%, that's where the money's at. So let's be real here. How much money can you really make cold calling sellers in 2026? If you can do this consistently, like all solo, 1 to 3 deals a month, at 10 to 30K a year per deal, that's 1 to 300K a month if you're an absolute killer. But for most people, I'd probably say 10 to 50 grand a month if you're just solo, consistent with government data. I mean, that's cold calling. You get a dialer, you get a list, and you put your time in. That is it. So let's get started step-by-step cold calling. Step 1, pulling the list. So depending on your budget, you basically have 2 options for lists. You can choose free lists that cost no money, or you can go out here and get what I call paid lists, which are going to be lower quality, but they're basically no work to pull, right? Think of a vacant list, an absentee owner list, high equities, right? You can use a software like Xlease.com and pull them. Now, if you're a beginner, and even if you have a little bit of a budget, I would highly recommend you do the free lists. Not be like, Zach, why are you pushing free lists? Dude, I got a budget. Like, why are you pushing the free stuff? So free lists like code violations, pre-foreclosures, water shutoffs, tax delinquencies, probates, divorces. These lists you get straight from the government of motivated sellers. Your local county and your city office has this list right now. And most people get their first wholesaling deal from this list versus just pulling a list on X Leads. Now, the reason why is you just get more leads per call. So it's a little actually higher than 1%. So if I had a list of, let's say, 1,000 code violations, I'm probably going to get 15 or 20 yeses on a code violation list versus just calling a regular high equity list. So if you had to tell me, Zach, which list you got? 1,000 code violations or 1,000 high equities, or no, let's do 1,000 vacant properties. 1,000 vacant properties or 1,000 code violations. Probably going to get 10 leads and 10 yeses on the 1,000 vacant properties in my city, but the 1,000 code violations, actual ugly houses that the county code enforcement literally is fining 30, 40 bucks a day because the grass is too tall because no one's maintaining the property, probably get 15 to 20 yeses. That might not seem like a lot. It's really a 1 to 2% better difference, but that means everything in cold calling. That's the difference between making 20K a month and 40K a month. Now, it's a little more work to pull this list, but it's just way more motivated. So if you're saying this to yourself, oh, wholesaling's too saturated, cold calling's too saturated, just pull the government data. Now, if you're looking to scale up, hey, Zach, I'm looking to get 3, 4, 5 deals a month. Pull a massive high equity list, throw some dialers, get some VAs, and just go to town. But another really happy medium here is driving for dollars. So this is underrated and undefeated, but just drive around your house and your neighborhood, probably like a 15 minutes around where you live, and just look for ugly houses, put them on a list, and call those leads. You're gonna have a ton of success. On top of that too, you can even pull AI lists. So pretty much every software, just not X Leads. Like X Leads has it, but all the other softwares have it too. They have AI sellability lists. So basically AI can predict roughly if a person's more motivated to sell or not. Now, it's not like a cure-all list, but usually you get 1 to 2% better results than regular high equity list. And then if you can get into AI driving for dollars, that'd be absolutely amazing too. xleads.com currently has free AI driving for dollars with all the plans. And you can go AI drive for dollars. It's called SkyDrive the list. And basically just kill driving for dollars because the AI doing it for you. So step 2 here is choose whatever list you want. Then we're going to go out here and skip trace the list. So this is the process of finding somebody's phone numbers. So there's really, again, 2 ways to skip trace. There is the paid way, which is really easy to do, and then there is the free way. So the free way is going to a website like truepeoplesearch.com, cyberbackgroundchecks.com, and those are great. Remember, you could probably pull 100 skip traces in probably an hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours. And it's very manual, copy, paste, copy, paste. But to be honest, like right now, as of this video, this offer is probably not going to be here in the next year. Or if you're watching this video 2 or 3 months since I posted, it's probably not there. But right now, if you go to xleads.com, you can get 1,000 free skip traces on the 14-day free trial. And to be honest, even if you have no money, just put on the free trial, go take the skip traces and just go to town. But you'll probably stay and just keep xleads because it's awesome. I'd go out here and just utilize that 1,000 free skip traces. It's probably going to go down, maybe to 7 days or 100 skip traces in the future. So I'd probably sign up like right now on there, xleads.com. And then from there, step 3, you start calling. So you pretty much have 2 types of choices. Again, there's always going to be a free choice and a paid choice. I don't want this to seem like, oh my gosh, Zach's just talking about X Leads and all these other paid tools. I'm giving you that option because that's what I use. There's other options that are free to do too. I feel like anyone with any budget can go out here and get started doing it. So your 2 options, if you have no money and you want to get a phone number to start calling and a dialer, I recommend a service called Google Voice. Google Voice is pretty cool. Basically call with Google service on an app or on the desktop. You can call a bunch of sellers. The only con is you only have 1 phone number, and if you call more than like 2 hours a day, you get spam really likely. So that's why you want to graduate towards a paid service where you can get multiple phone numbers, and so you're not spam likely all the time and actually get a good dialer. So my triple line dialer of choice, again, for all your eyes, it's X Leads. X Leads is an all-in-one. Literally has the skip tracing, the trial. It's $97 a month, and it comes with texting, e-signing, automation, CRM. I mean, everything right. You get 25,000 skip trace records included on the plans. But yeah, I'll just do an X Leads triple line dialer. I think if you get a triple line dialer, it's pretty much all you need if you're doing high scale. They also have a very cheap single line dialer. It's like 20, 30 bucks a month, depending on your usage. So if you have a cold call system, it's probably like $150 a month if you have X leads, and pulling the government data, that's really all you need. You can do it all for free at True People Search, Google Voice. Just understand, the more money you put in, usually the more speed you have and the more leads you get to talk to. Now, this is the most important part, the script. We have the right lists, we have the right numbers, we got the skip tracing, the dialers all set up. This is where people really start overcomplicating things. What do you say? My cold calling script, again, you're gonna get really mad at me. It's stupid simple. And here it is. Question number 1. Hey, is this the owner of the property? Now, you can also do like a 1B, which is like, hey, Jeff. And the whole point of this is your motivated sellers, when they're sitting down, they're in like no mode. They're like, well, I'm getting a call. Who is this? What do you want? Oh, it's probably a spammer or a scammer. That's what's going through their head. So you need to throw them off of no, this is a spammer. There's only really 2 ways you can do this. You can either say, hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Yeah, what? Or you can just basically act like you're their friend. So you'd be like, hey, Robert? Yeah? I'm telling you, this has a completely different 180 on how people react. And the whole point is, even if someone is actually going to be a motivated seller, if you start off the script with like a really stupid script, like, hey, this is Zach with Zach Home Solutions, even if they would be a motivated seller, and even if they were thinking about selling, they're just going to hang up, oh, scammer, bah. And the point is, if you actually look like you know what you're doing, you're an actual real person, you're not some telemarketing type guy, that's going to lead to someone saying, I might be looking to sell my house. And the point is, that might not be a deal in that moment, but it might be a lead that you follow up that actually ends up being a deal, right? The fortune's in the follow-up here. And then question 2, when you hit them in the mouth, basically, like, this is Jeff. Who is this? What do you want? Hey, this is Zach. I was just seeing if you're interested in selling your property. I'm looking to buy properties in the area for cash. That is it. That is my masterpiece script. So again, hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Yeah. What? Hey, this is Zach. I was actually seeing if you're interested in selling your property. I'm looking to buy properties in the area for cash. Then from there, they're either going to say yes or no. And more specifically, they might ask you a 3rd type of question, which is going to be an objection. You see here, there's 3 important questions you must know yourself before you start talking to sellers that's going to instantly give you confidence and make you seem like an expert talking to sellers. Who, why, what? Might be like, what does that mean? So if you can answer those 3 questions, your confidence is going to triple or quadruple. So for example, if you can answer this question for yourself, who are you? You might get hit with that question. Who are you? My name is Zach. I'm looking to buy properties in the area for cash. Are you interested in selling it? Okay, the next one. What do you want? I'm looking to buy properties in the area. Are you looking to sell your house? And then 3, why? Why are you looking to buy my house? Well, me and my partner are looking to buy houses in the area, either to rent them out or to buy it, fix it up, and maybe put it back on the market. What type of property do you think you have? Something I could rent out or something that needs a lot of work? That is it. I promise you, your confidence is going to skyrocket. You're not going to be as nervous because you're going to have that belief in yourself of who you are, what do you want, and why do you want it? And then the worst objection, and the one you're going to need your most help with, is the, what's your offer? You're going to have sellers who are nuts. What's your offer? What's your offer? What's your offer? Hey, are you interested in selling your property? What's your offer? Give me an offer right now. Bleh! And I wish I was joking. I wish this wasn't a real thing, but it actually is. You're going to get sellers that are just screaming at you, wondering, what is your offer? And I always like to do it with what I call the car analogy. Basically, an analogy is saying, hey, before I give you an offer, I just got to ask you a question. What's your question? Have you ever bought a car? Yeah. And when you bought that car, did you test drive it before you bought it? Yeah, of course. Okay, great. I mean, that's what I'm looking to do. Before I can go out here and give you an offer to buy your house, I need to test drive the house. You see here, Jeff, or Mr. Seller, whatever their name is, when I give you an offer, I'm a man of my word. So if I tell you I'm going to buy your house for $100,000, I don't change it. I don't go out here 3 months later or a month later and offer, hey, can we really do 60 like the day before we close? Like, I'm a firm man of my word here. And I can't give you my firm man of my word offer unless I actually physically see the house. So when's a good time for me to come by and see the property? See, if they're not motivated, they're going to say, don't come to my house, I'm not actually interested. Or if they are actually interested, they're going to say, oh, Tuesday might work. And then boom, you got an appointment, offer, deal done. Now, if they say no, okay, on the next one, have a great day. Now, if they say yes, you might be like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Well, literally just ask them these 4 things. MCTP. MCTP. MCTP stands for motivation, condition, time frame, and price. So, hey, Mr. Seller, why are you looking to sell your property? Condition. Hey, Mr. Seller, can you tell me a little bit more about the property, AC, roof repairs, anything need to be done in the house? T, time frame. Hey, Mr. Seller, when are you looking to sell? And P, price. What's the ballpark range you're looking to sell your house for? Then from there, you collect their information, you have a nice conversation with the seller, call them back, set an appointment, virtually make them an offer, get a deal closed. That's part of the virtual wholesaling section. You get the contract, sell to the buyer, get your assignment fee, and get paid. You see, most people, again, fail in wholesaling real estate and cold calling because they don't have any skills, they don't stick to a script, and they don't show up consistently. I've given you the scripts. I'm telling you to be consistent. I'm giving you the lists. The skill set comes from experience and actually going out here and doing this enough times. The cool part about cold calling is the more you do it, the better you are talking to sellers on the phone, which makes you even a better closer. You got to remember, the winners in cold calling call every single day, 2 to 5 hours every single day calling, the same schedule. I'd recommend 2 to 7 p.m. for cold calling, but really 5 to 7 is the best time if you had to go pick a time for cold calling. And remember here, guys, you're not selling anything. A lot of people are like, oh, is cold calling illegal? Well, the latest case law, coffee versus fast cash offer, I've shown a million times, has shown making an offer to buy somebody's property via a call is not telemarketing. It is not a TCPA violation. Now, again, I'm not a lawyer. Look at your own state laws. But when it comes to federal law, are you breaking DNC law by cold calling a DNC number? I'm not giving my legal opinion, but we have case law showing that if you're doing it for the sole purpose of actually looking to buy the property and you're not a realtor, you're Gucci. You're solving problems. You're trying to give them money. You're not pitching or selling a product or a service. And the last thing I can part with you, and again, this is a little more technical. If you're cold calling with Google Voice or any dialer, whatever phone number that you have registered at freecallregistry.com, this is going to help eliminate your phone number from being spam or scam likely, especially with these iPhones. And with these new iPhone filterings, when you call somebody, it might say, wait a second, while we reach to the person, who are you and why do you want to call? Make sure you let them know, hey, this is Zach, and don't say anything else. Now, if you want to get a little aggressive, you can say, hey, this is Zach, I had an urgent question I have to ask Jeff. Or, hey, this is an urgent message for Jeff, this is Zach, please answer. I know it sounds crazy and a little fanatical, but you're going to get a good high answer rate. And if you want to see more live calls and scripts, and learn more about how to pull the type of lists and how to skip trace and find buyers and wholesale real estate, make sure you join my free real estate wholesaling course and community, freewholesaling.com. And don't ever forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed one.